sure you do everything your teachers tell you to do. They're not trying to hurt you. They want you to be more successful than they ever have been. That's why they're here today. They're here to help you. You're the next generation. You're the future engineers, you're the future doctors, you're the future lawyers, you're the future PR people, you're the future marketing specialists, you're the future. You're the future governors, the future mayors, you're the future. But if you don't take advantage of what you're doing in school today, you know, you're just throwing that future away, or you're creating an obstacle that's so big it's going to be hard to overcome. So don't create any new obstacles. Teachers tell you to do something, and do whatever it is. Your highest number? 33, what you had last time? 27, a little bit improved. What you had this time?
This time I got 35.
What you had last time? 22.
28.
You had 28 this time? 19 last time? What you have?
39.
39 this time? What do you have last time? All right, the reason why I'm showing you that is because your teachers have gone somewhere. They've had experience. You know, adults have had experience. I've had experience. I'm able to tell you the right way to go if you listen to me. You know, we may not be exactly where you want us to be right now, because you got your own dreams, you got your own visions. But if you just listen to us, you listen to the ideas that we give you, we're only trying to tell you right from what we know. If you listen to us, we'll make sure you improve. We'll make sure you do better than each one of us did. You know, so that's the reason why I showed you. A lot of people go in life without any direction. But if you listen to your teachers, you listen to adults, people who've already been there, you find mentors, you find people to follow, you can get a whole lot further in life than just doing it by yourself. So that's the reason why I showed you. A lot of opportunities. You know, I was fortunate enough to go to college with a baseball scholarship and an academic scholarship, and I majored in mechanical engineering. The whole time I was there, I had over a 3.5 GPA. You know, I was able to do that, but I was able to balance both. You know, a lot of people, you know, usually just pick sports, and they're real good at sports, but they're not focusing on their work, they're not focusing on their school. Even if you don't like English, you know, read those assignments. I'm telling you, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, I owned a restaurant in Knoxville, Tennessee. We closed it a year or so later. The first thing I said to myself, I gotta read more, I gotta know more, I gotta learn more. If I had been doing a lot of reading earlier on, I wouldn't have lost as much money as I did when I closed that restaurant. So it's important that you read even when you don't want to read the book. It's important that you learn those math problems when you don't even want to learn those math problems. In math, science, it's what they call trial and error. You try something until you get it right. You try until you get it right. So you may try 10 times before you get it right. In college, we would have engineering tests with 4 problems on there. In most cases, it would take 4 hours for us to complete those 4 problems. There was a lot of trial and error. So whether you choose to go in the field of math or field of science, that trial and error is what's going to take place in life. You have to try a lot of different things so you figure out where you want to go, figure out what you want to do. Just keep trying. But most importantly, if your teacher tells you to do something, do it. You know, every time you skip a homework assignment, you create an obstacle. Every time you skip a class, you create an obstacle. Every time you don't do that math assignment, you create an obstacle. You know, most of our parents, you know, don't have much money. And if we don't make a full scholarship or close to it, you know, we're forced to take out a student loan that we're going to be forced to pay in for 20 or 30 years. If you just do what your teachers tell you right now, you can get those full scholarships. Professional side of things when it comes to engineering. I've worked 5 years as a construction engineer at a nuclear plant in Oak Ridge, Tennessee, right outside of Knoxville. I was fortunate enough to work with people twice my age when I first got started. You know, when I was 22 when I first started there, most of the people that I worked with were 55 to 66. You know, so I was fortunate enough to be around a lot of mentors, a lot of people that taught me, you know, what to do, what not to do. But you know, in that world, as a mechanical engineer, at that place, I was responsible for civil engineering work, I was responsible for electrical engineering work, I was responsible for architectural type stuff. It wasn't just mechanical engineering. We also had to deal with chemical engineering. So even that subject you're not really interested in, if you're taking it, do it with excellence. Because you're going to use it at some point in your life, in some form, in some fashion. A few years later, I ventured out into a few different things. I've even done real estate for a few years. You know, it's a rewarding career, but a few years ago, the market did what it did, it tanked. But guess what? My backup plan still works. My backup plan was an engineering job. I got an engineering degree, so when the economy tanked, I was able to go get a nice job. You know, just like that. It took me only 2 weeks to find a job because I had good skills, good background, great resume. You know, so I'm just making sure you know the importance of having good grades, having good skills, and finding a mentor, and listening to your teachers, and doing the best you can. And over the last 2 years, I've actually branched out a little bit further. I'm actually in the process of actually transitioning away from engineering again. I've actually created my own nonprofit organization. I've written 3 books. You know, one book I haven't even published yet, which will be my 4th book, is a teenager book. Just trying to, you know, show you all the importance of not making new obstacles in order to get towards your success. No need to create anything new. We're already born with enough hurdles. Some of us are born poor. We got to get over that hurdle. Some of us are. You're the future. You're the future governors, the future mayors. You're the future. But if you don't take advantage of what you're doing in school today, you know, you're just throwing that future away, or you're creating an obstacle that's so big it's going to be hard to overcome. So don't create any new obstacles.